York. It's live from New York. It's Saturday afternoon. How you guys doing today? Welcome. I was going to do a selfie, but then I thought, do I really want to do a selfie? I'm doing a selfie anyways. Yes. Saturday afternoon here in New York City. It's beautiful outside. Sunny. So I'm inside hanging out with keyboards and you dudes. How you guys going? I was just chatting before the broadcast with Fifth Broadcast, who was in the chat room. And I was just saying, I'm pretty sure that the HHKB Bluetooth Hasu controller, God, that was a mouthful. I'm pretty sure that it works even if you don't have the battery. So you could have it, you could have it running and testing and doing all those things before you... God, I'm right in the middle of a sentence and I lost it. Before you bother getting the battery and getting that all set up. Because, I mean, part of this is the programmability, and I just don't want you not having a battery to limit it. But, as you guys know, I'm not a giant fan of the HHKB. I've always had reservations about it for a couple of reasons. One, the delete key is in the wrong place. It should be up here. The arrow keys are in the wrong place. I never reach there. I'm always pressing volume up, and when I shouldn't. So, volume up is there on the function layer. So I really need to get rid of this. Brotaku, Yoris, Happy Catfish, welcome to the afternoon, guys. So what I'm saying is, I need this to be customizable for me to be able to use it, essentially. And so enter the Hasu controller. This is super exciting. As you guys probably know, One Up Keyboards has started a partnership with Hasu to be able to supply his USB and Bluetooth custom controllers to the North American market. They make keyboards fully customizable. This is the second one that we carry. We started with Epiphany's stuff for the Quickfire Rapid, which is pretty cool. Leander joins the chat. How you going, dude? So all that to say, this is pretty exciting for me. This means that I'm going to be able to make the HHKB function the way I want it to, and hopefully that will change my impression of this keyboard forevermore. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it, if I'm honest. I've bagged Topre enough. I'm kind of like, actually, maybe I could enjoy this feeling. Maybe I could like it a little bit. I think I could, actually. Let me see what I can do here. So, first things first, I'm going to crack it open with the screws underneath. I genuinely haven't looked this up before. Have you guys looked it up? Do you know, is it just these 3 screws, or is there more to do than just that? I'm really not sure. And then after I do that, we'll get inside. Oh, Leander says he has to go. What a shame. Johannes, welcome. Okay, first things first. I'm going to open this up. And I'm just going to have a look at it. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that with my special and infrequently used zoom function. Ah, yes. Here we go. Deep in on the zoom. Actually, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. That's better. A little bit of bounce and waver in the camera today. What is that? What's happening there? Why is that happening? Oh, yeah. Not sure why that's happening. I will try to iron that out as best I can. Okay, but just looking here at what we've got, this, I'm going to have to look at it up close. This is the Oh, that's excellent. That's the Atmel Mega 32U4. That's a very common chip. So that's great that that's in there. Well, that's going to make it even easier to, well, not easier to program, but that makes it, even more widely accessible. So that's really cool. I assume this is the reset button here, which is cool. This says HHKB Alt Controller, Tokyo, Japan. These are imported directly from Japan. What else can I see and learn about here? Obviously, there's a USB Mini here, the most commonly used in the keyboarding world. And not much to see on the other side. Just looking at some of the empty pins down here. 3.3 volt, ground. There's a RX and TX, RTS and CTS. What that means is with this 3.3 volt and ground, we could actually, if we could find some LEDs that work on 3.3 volts. So now I'm talking about hacking the hack controller. It's amazing. Yeah, the soldering looks super nice. I mean, to believe that there's a guy in Japan who's making these, it's pretty incredible. There's a LiPo thing here. That's going to be the lithium polymer battery, I'm gathering. Anything else that I can spot here? I assume this is where the Bluetooth goes. Yeah, actually, can I have a Bluetooth one to compare? So Steph just ran and grabbed me a Bluetooth version, just so I could have a quick look. And exactly right. The Bluetooth one includes a switch up here. This is the Bluetooth controller. This is the plug-in, I assume, for the lithium polymer battery. What else can I see here? These are probably status lights. I don't think they're much else. Yeah, again, Hasu, if you're watching this, I am very impressed. 2016-01 Rev J. Yeah, and that's the antenna right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, of course you can see that. Cool. So that's the Bluetooth controller. But I'm not going Bluetooth, I'm going non-Bluetooth. All right. Do you guys have any questions or anything you want to see on this board just before I flip it over? Yeah, the PCB itself is identical. They both listed 2016-01 Rev J there. And yeah, this is just missing the chip. But otherwise, it is identical. But personally, whenever I sit in front of a computer, I always plug my stuff into it. I don't I personally don't have a big need for a wireless controller. I understand that some of you guys do, you know, especially those of you who carry around tablets or other things. I personally don't do that, so I personally don't need the Bluetooth functionality. That's why I'm going with the USB, but I mean, Bluetooth is obviously very cool. So I'm just gonna crack into this puppy. I guess that's the next move here. So let's zoom out. Captain John says, "This is so cool. Thanks for the recommendation, Brotaku." Awesome. What did Brotaku recommend to you? Just gonna move my mouse off the desk here so it's a little bit cleaner. Like I said, I've never actually popped into one of these puppies before. Do you know what? Actually, the bottom of this is actually a tray for screws, so I might as well use it. Those are excellent, by the way, if you get the chance. If the world is going to be kind enough to afford you the opportunity to buy one of these 64-bit kits. I mean, you guys are obviously into electronics and hobby electronics. Otherwise, you would not be here hanging out with me now, so let me just say it one more time. They're expensive as hell, but so worth it. You know, I genuinely, given my experiences doing this with other keyboards, I really expected that to be a hell of a lot more difficult than it was. Did you guys see me trying to open up the MK Disco? That was a hell of a job. This was like 3 screws, and now, I mean, it looks like this is all going to stay intact. I just need to reach in here. Can you guys see that? Oh, maybe I could switch to Action Cam. There's Action Cam. I mean, all I did was just pull that out. Look, this is one piece here. Press the wrong one. You can see me, my head, hi. But all you need is this. You can see here that there's a number of screws holding the top of the board together, so I didn't need to take the keycaps out or anything. And then let's just put this over to the side. And then I'll remove the controller. Looks like there's only one screw to do that. Wow, look how easy that came apart. Matt Artley. Whoa, slow down, dude. What the heck are you doing? It's been ages since I've seen you. I was just emailing you. Oh my God, guys. Matt Artley is in the room. Yo, this is Margot Baggins. Dude. I feel like I'm hanging out with a celebrity. I'm sorry. Don't mean to put you on the spot here or anything, dude. Why did I want to unscrew that first? Surely I was happy enough doing it the way I did it, but what I was about to say before I got wowed is that the what was I about to say? I'm totally starstruck. You just emailed me, dude. Okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to that. But unfortunately, I can't remember what I was about to say. Oh, I was going to say, I can't believe how much electronics is on the back of this. I can't believe how much electronics is on this compared to Hasu's controller when it doesn't do as much stuff. Awesome. Okay, so what you're saying is you don't want me to screw this in and then plug it in. You want me to plug it in. Okay, I will watch it back later. Is that a new revision of the controller? This is the 2016-01 Rev J. So I'm going to say yeah because it's 2016 now, and I assume that you had one from before. This one, I don't know what the previous versions were using, but this is the Mega 32U Atmel controller. Okay, y'all are saying that it's a better way to do it the other way, so let's do it the other way. I'm doing this upside down so I can't see it. There we go. Now I can see it. So I just plugged that in upside down? No, I didn't. That's the right way. So guys, so you know, every time I talk about because a lot of you guys are new and you haven't been around as long. Every time I talk about my amazing JD40, mine was actually made by Margot, who's here hanging out with us now. It's insane. What the heck am I doing here? So this goes this way, and this way. So I'm not really... So what do you guys do? So you do it this way around then, I guess. So you put it in, you put that in. No, you gotta go this way. You do that, and then screw that in, I guess. Alright. If that's what everybody says to do, I'm down with the cool kids. Sorry to show you my curly hair there for a sec. (2014-09) Rev D. You gonna get a new one? I hear that they're on one-up keyboards. I don't know. What do you think the old one does or doesn't do that the new one does or doesn't do? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been this excited. Gab Lewis, what's going on? Nathan says, what a weird spacebar. It's not a weird spacebar. It's a completely normal, conventional spacebar, just upside down. Thank you. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it yet. Hold on. Steph's just dropped off a giant. Look at that. It's huge. That's a lot of coffee. For those of you in other time zones, great news. I'm going to be up all night. No, I'm just kidding. It's decaffeinated. I'll be asleep in half an hour. I don't know if that's all the way in or not. Why torture yourself with decaffeinated coffee? That's a great question. Actually, it's not torturing myself with decaffeinated coffee. It's not torturing myself with caffeinated coffee. I'm one of those people who, if I drink a real coffee, anytime after 3 p.m., I won't sleep until tomorrow noon. So, Matt asks, do you still make your sweet cases? Of course we make our... We call them sleeves, but I know what you're talking about. Of course we do. You've got those super stiff orange ones that are like... They're like next level, right? Yeah, of course we do anyways. What... Margot, it's weird because we're doing... we're having like a one-way conversation. I'm forced to ask you questions in a chat, but what keyboard are you rocking these days? Last time I spoke to you in that interview, you were rocking a Hammer, I think. What are you rocking these days? Oh, Yoris, it's not even like the orange. We had this orange that I mean it basically we had to buy another sewing machine to handle the orange that's in his. It's insane. Gab Lewis says, I got my iFixit kit yesterday. Amazing. Thanks, Pete. Awesome, dude. I mean, I didn't make them. I'm just recommending them because they're so damn good. They are so damn good, aren't they? Tex orange case is waiting in the mail from Norway. Nice. Steph, I'm afraid of this coffee. It's too big and too hot and like...
Leave it be for a while.
I'm going to leave it be. Margot, I'm just reading that out loud here. Margot says, I rebuilt a Gone NS87 and had it broken for 18 months, but rebuilt it about 2 weeks ago. PS2, awesome. Gone case, love it. Gateron brown switches for the smooth little bump. Margot, how long have you been around? You, because I know you kind of went underground for a little bit. Have you tried any any Zelios yet? Because, dude, the Zelios are insane, man. They're like what? They're like Ergo Clears, but not as scratchy. I can't get past them. I genuinely can't get past them. Anyway, totally worth checking out if you can. So that, I guess, I'm not even sure what I need to do now. I guess I need to program it. Well, I wasn't going to do that in this show. I was just going to do the hardware, but that took like 20 minutes. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to do something else then, huh? Oh, cool. Well, if you have stacks of Gaterons, man, use them. I'll see what I can do about getting you some Zelios, though. I'll see what I can... We're totally out at the minute. We sold... we bought in this huge box of them from Zeal PC huge box of them. We sold them in 7 hours yesterday. I mean, it's insane. The demand for them is so high, but we've ordered more. They should be in sometime next week, so I'll do what I can. Steph, why don't we move swiftly on to the keycap?
Keycap.
The keycap.
What are we doing with the keycap?
We're gonna show it, peel it apart.
Oh, that's for you to do. I can pass it to you.
How do you spell it? Yoris got it. Zealios. Are you doing this or what?
No.
Okay, well then hold on. Let me clean up a little bit. What do you do with your extra Topre controllers after you're done with them like that? The same thing I've been doing with my HHKB for months. Put it on a shelf. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do. And it's too big for my drawers. There, it fits in there. Boom. Steph, that coffee is so hot. It's like radiating.
Are you sure that's not the sunshine that's coming in the window? I'm going to have to put the blinds half down.
Perfect.
Oh, although then that takes the cat out of his son.
Margot, just to catch you up. Margot, just to catch you up on my weird and strange world. So I broke 10,000 subscribers back in, what was that, November, December? Shortly after that, they launched the YouTube space here in New York City. I've attended the New York City space once. I've got 2 shoots lined up there in the very near future. I'm getting ready to do some collabs with some other YouTubers, other guys in the geek space. Yeah, so the YouTube thing's really going good, and I'm doing more of these live streams, which, you know, people seem to not hate, which is a big deal, you know. I've got this crazy camera setup. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but this is my action cam. This is my overhead cam. And I also have this weird selfie cam. But only for the weirdness. The store, oneupkeyboards.com, has changed massively. Even though we still sell the same stuff. Mostly, but we're adding more new products all the time. It's been quite an adventure, and the community's been really, really supportive. Thanks, dude. But catch me up on you. You were supposed to be coming to New York it was like February. You mentioned you were supposed to be coming. I never heard from you. What's going on with you? You still hanging out with Bunny from Control Alt? Peter Clark, I'll catch you up on this in just a second, but I'm just kind of going around and squeezing the corners, and then I'll catch you up and do a big reveal all at the same time. When I get some money, I'll come stream a live keyboard build. Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm sorry to hear it didn't work out. You have a new job, so I just work a lot of the time at the moment. Cool. Me too. Well, New York is like that. Are you still based where you were in the UK? I shouldn't reveal too much information about you Okay, Peter, Clark, and for everybody else who is just tuning in, over the last couple of weeks, we've been using some stuff that we sell in our store, oneupkeyboards.com, to make a keycap mold. The stuff that's in here is called composite mold, and Steph's just about to grab.
I was gonna say you can break that one and put it in another one.
Yeah, which I'm gonna do. I'm just psyching up to it. That's the best part about using a yogurt cup. So this mold is Oh, you are still building guitar effect stuff. That's cool, man. I remember you just getting into that when we last spoke. So this is the stuff that I'm using here. It's called composite mold. This is a remelt reuse mold maker. You melt it in the microwave and then pour it in. To make a two-part mold like we've done here, what you do is you make your first half of the mold and then freeze it, and then make your second half of the mold by pouring the hot liquid onto the frozen bit. So there we go. That's that. I'm just gonna show it off to the action cam here, because you can actually see the line. You see the line there, where the two, and look, you see how easily they separate. So that was the stage 1 mold is the bottom half, and the stage 2 mold is the top half. I just want to be careful, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to rip anything. You know, we could see that big air bubble, and unfortunately we've lost this. Did you see that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing this slightly off camera. Yeah, will do, Margot. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by. It's been awesome. Unfortunately, the mold didn't turn out, so it's kind of an anticlimax. It's just a little bit out of focus here. Maybe you can't see it because of the lack of 3D that you guys have, but there's a big, where there's an air pocket there, unfortunately the mold hasn't properly set. So unfortunately, here, I'm going to cut back to overhead. Unfortunately, this mold has not worked out.
Can you zoom in on the overhead?
Yeah, zoom in. And just because we went behind a cloud there, I'm going to turn on the light.
I don't know if you can see it better, can you?
I don't know.
Turn it more? Would you pull out the chopstick?
This, guys, this is actually the beauty of... It would have been a really good mold, too, if it hadn't been for that. But this is actually the beauty of this reusable stuff, is that this is screwed up. So what we're going to do, we'll go chuck this back in the microwave.
Well, no, you have to freeze that bit again.
Yeah. Yeah, we absolutely do need to do that. But I can get...
Yeah, to show.
Can you clean this off? Because I'll re-glue this onto here.
Yeah, but you want it to have that stuff on it.
What?
You want it to be slippery. There's nothing on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Can you go get the holding peg? Oh, and that needs to be wiped out. Thanks, honey. Oh, we've zoomed in too far, and now my fingers are all covered in muck. So, as I say, the mold hasn't worked, but that's a testament to how well this stuff works, because we'll just recast it. So what we'll do, we'll put this back inside the The yogurt bucket.
That's as clean as it's gonna get. But it's only outside the mold, so.
Yeah, that's fine. But I need to get that wine bottle.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're doing because you're gonna have to freeze the bottom bit first anyway.
What?
You need to freeze that.
Yeah. After this, what I need to do first is, yeah, it's gonna be that. But this is my wine bottle contraption for holding things together. For my regular viewers, you will know that this is everybody's favorite part because this is where I burn myself. Me and the hot glue gun do not get along. I'm gonna go wash my hands while we're waiting for this. It'll just be a second. And we'll get it going.
There.
What's what? Perfect. Thanks, darling. Ah, coffee. It's not ready yet. Well, guys, it's just going to be another one more minute while we're waiting. Oh, the hot glue is starting to heat up, actually. We're getting closer. It's closer, but it's not ready yet. For those of you who are new, please remember to subscribe below. If you press the little gear beside the subscribe button, you can get notifications by email, so you'll know exactly when the next live stream is starting. We are just in a holding pattern while we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up, but usually things are a little bit more exciting than they are right now. I've just finished putting the Hasu controller into my HHKB, which is cool. Had a little brief chat with Margot Baggins of Margot Mods, who's a keyboard legend for those of you who don't know. He's the original builder of the JD40. He used to work with Control-Alt. But absolute legend. And now I'm drinking coffee. Enjoying that. So I mentioned it to Margot there, and it is true. On June 4th and June 11th, June 10th. Oh, Ian, that's awesome, dude. You didn't know about the notification thing, but now you do. That's great. I'm gonna make a little video of it so that I can play it during the live stream, so I can like press a button and you guys can see how that works, so that other people can do it in the future. Because I know it can be a terrible pain trying to catch these things in the future. I got another video coming out tomorrow morning, which will be super fun. In tonight's after hours show, I'm going to be putting a new LCD screen on my phone, which is way cooler than any of the other after hours streams that I've done to this point. All the other ones have been like testing my stream and making sure it's working and getting my audio synced up. But now that everything is working, and it's working super well, mind you, it's time to up the ante and try to do something that's actually cool. So I cracked my screen on my huge 6.1 inch Huawei phone, which I love. When I cracked the screen, I was like, oh, awesome, I'm going to get a new phone. And then I looked around at new phones, and actually the Huawei is still the best one to have. I can't see one that's got a better reason to own it than that one. Okay, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to apply some of the hot glue to the chopstick that I'm using here as my platform. Take that, put it in there, and apply like so. All right. That is where I want it. So now I'm just going to move this in here. I don't know. Did that make enough contact with that? I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. No, that didn't make nearly enough contact. That sucked. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to put more glue down at the bottom. I'm going to move faster here. I'm sorry that you might not be able to see this. I'm doing it so that it works rather than for illustrative purposes. No! I don't think that's going to have worked. I take it back, it's worked. It's worked. It's worked already. No, it's unworked. But I had the technique right. I just need to be patient and do it myself. Those of you just tuning in, the mold didn't work because of a giant air bubble. And because of the giant air bubble, I've got to recast it, but it's not a big deal because this is reusable mold stuff. So instead of wasting $20 worth of silicone, $20 worth of silicone, I instead just get to redo this like so. This time I'm just going to hold it. Screw the clampy thing. G and Mar 2723 says the HHKB metal sticker group buy just went live over on Desk Authority. Awesome. Would you do me a favor and let them know? Actually, I was going to say something and I can't say. Let them know that that's very interesting and I'll be over there shortly. There, that's hot glued into place. Awesome. That's not gonna move. That's gonna stay just like that. I'm gonna go chuck this back in the freezer, and we'll melt that mold next time. Cool beans. So you guys know this is what the melting pot looks like. It's just another open container here, and I'm just going to chuck this in here, and then we'll microwave that next time. Cool. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dit, Steph?
Nothing.
Well, one of you guys who are mods, do you want to make GN Mar a mod? You can totally do that. Y'all have the power. I'm saying y'all today because I have the power to say y'all. Cool. Okay, well that didn't work out this time, so let me just clean it up. I will be right back and we'll get on to some more cool keyboard stuff. Alright, let me talk about a really cool giveaway that's about to be coming up. You guys will definitely be interested in this.
Today or?
It's not for today. This is going to be a big giveaway. There's going to be 4 parts to it. I'm doing a collab giveaway. Excuse me. One sec here. I'm just getting my giveaway. So, okay, first thing to say. First, one. There's going to be 4 dudes, and we're all going to get together, and we're going to make a series of collabs. Our favorite stuff, our favorite keyboards, our favorite tech, our favorite... And, like, these are all serious dudes, and they're nice people, too. So, this is going to be pretty cool. So, there's a big group of us. That's the first thing. The second thing is, given that there's a big group of us, actually, there's only 4 of us, we're all going to be giving away something big. So, my something big is what I'm about to show you, but the other guys' something bigs are different. One of them is giving away a mechanical keyboard. Another one's giving away some other stuff. It's all pretty cool. Me, I'm giving away this gamer headset mic. Check it out. It's the Antlion Audio mod mic. This is going to be the prize from me. I've got one of these that I'm going to review in an upcoming video, and I'm going to give it away to a prize winner. So for those of you who don't know, this means that you can use your headphones, the headphones that you love for gaming, and then you can glue on a removable mic. You glue on this little button here. That's how it works. I'm just going to remove the little button. So this little button, you glue it onto the side of your headphones. Then you can add the mod mic. You add the mod mic to your awesome favorite pair of headphones. So that's a great little device. And like I say, there's going to be one of those given away very soon. Look out for the contest notification. I believe we're going to go live with that on Thursday. I've got to confirm with the other dudes still, but I believe. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You'll see as soon as that comes out. The more ways you participate, the more of us you subscribe to, the more chances you have to win. So the mod mic is excellent. It's like a $50 mic. It's super high quality, awesome for gaming. It works with your consoles. It works with your Macs and PC games. It's an excellent product. So really pumped about giving one of those away. Don't forget, subscribe. Don't just subscribe. Use that email updates when videos go live so that you'll see on Thursday as soon as the contest opens. And then I think it's through something called gleam.io, which means you'll have different ways of participating. If you go to my Reddit page and check out my Reddit posts, then you get another entry. If you subscribe to me on Twitter, which is Twitter/Ski with Pete, you get another entry. If you do it ahead of time, if you do it today, it's okay. It'll gleam.io will automatically know that you've already done it and give you an entry ballot for that. And then, of course, subscribing to the other dudes. One of the dudes is Epos Vox. He's really cool. Another one is called Tech Intake. And I can't remember Randall's channel just in a minute, but he's awesome too. And anyways, it's super cool. You guys are totally going to want to check that whole collab series out. That's just the first of the giveaways too. There's going to be future giveaways. These guys are awesome. A couple of them have really big subscriber bases too, so it should be great for everybody. And I say really big subscriber bases. You enter a couple times, your odds are pretty good. Definitely better than winning the lottery. And with 4 awesome prizes, I've said enough. Cool. Well, that's that. And John Sabila says, but does it light up? Mustafa Palat says, Salaman alaikum. I don't know what that means, but hello and welcome to you. Artemis Proxy says, can't afford an HHKB next year, maybe. I don't know if you guys know, but most of the keyboards that I have and I get... Oh, I'm going to have to wipe this up, actually. There's just a little bit of oil on my desk. I'm just going to wipe that up. But most of the keyboards that I have, that I get through Mech Market. That's hand on heart truth. Sorry, it's just a little bit of oil. The mold release stuff for that compound that we use, it's oil, so I just had to wipe it up. Peace be upon you. Well, that's a very kind meeting. It's very nice. Hey Pete, do you think some Jailhouse Blues modifications in your next stream? What are Jailhouse Blues? Are you saying like blues with gray stems or something? Well guys, I guess we've got to the AMA portion of the video. I've been watching a lot of... Where'd you put all your markers, Steph?
What? Right there.
I've been watching a lot of Casey Neistat recently, and what Casey Neistat does is... Oh, 5th broadcast. I can sort that out. I'll give you mod. Hold on. Yeah, there. Now you can put links in, dude. Casey Neistat always does this. He writes out stuff that he's... I don't know why, because he's crazy. But this marker isn't thick enough. I need to get a real thick marker so it makes sense. I'm a big fan of Casey Neistat. He's also a New Yorker. He also loves the city. What can you say about him? Seems like a nice dude. Never met him. Never seen him on the streets. I'm going to tell you guys about an interesting connection to him in a couple of weeks' time. Because I'm going to be hanging out with a director friend of mine, a very talented director who goes by the name Andrew Wonder. He doesn't just go by the name Andrew Wonder, that is his name. Andrew Wonder is an amazing filmmaker, done a lot of really great commercial work, and he has 2 videos on YouTube which are both fantastic. And you should check them out. One is about New York Underground, and the other is about Dylan Steinberg, who also works in the same studio space as Casey Neistat. That's the weird link. 5th broadcast is going to be in New Yorker in September. You're going to love it, man. So, let's see. What can we... Oh, you know what? This is why I always burn myself, because this is still on. Stupid. Stupid, stupid. I should put it on some sort of timer or something. Yeah, GNMAR 2723. I'm sure you'll see him at one time or another. I doubt that very much, simply because I work like a crazy man. Did I see this link? What's the link to on Keycap? Jailhouse Blues. No, I still don't know what they are, and I can't quite read it just because I'm trying to do it in the same window as I'm chatting to you guys. Steph, could you pass me my laptop? I can look at it there.
Can you do it online?
I suppose I could. Oh, so a jailhouse blue is a glued blue switch. That's very interesting. I've never heard of that before, but it seems that it's... It's interesting. A very interesting idea. Yeah, very interesting idea. So it would have a really big bump, like a like a what? Like a clear, I guess. Yeah, that sounds like something I would try, actually. Because I could do it with some GATs. I wonder what sort of glue I'd use. What sort of glue did they use? You'd want to use like a super glue or something, but you'd need to do it so quickly so that the super glue didn't dry out. Huh. Interesting though, for sure. I feel like there must be a ton of keyboard stuff that I could do. I just can't think of any of it off the top of my head. I can't think of any of it. This is a sewing machine thing I need to do, but I'm not going to do that with you guys. Ian O says, you were part of the Berserk fan mix-up. Yes, but fortunately for me, I didn't have as much at stake as some of the other members. Guys, tell me about it. I don't know anything about this. No, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good, whatever it is. Have you showed... Yoris says, have you showed off your macro pad? Yoris, which macro pad? I've kind of got 2 of them on the go at the minute.
You show up both.
What's that?
You do both.
Where's the little guy?
I have no idea.
The little guy is here. Is this the one you were talking about? This little macro pad?
That gray thing too, the gray notepad.
What gray notepad? Yeah, I showed that last week, which I haven't done anything with yet. Passive says, obvious question, favorite switch, and thoughts on using linears for mods and tactiles for alpha. Cool, thank you both for posting that. Okay, so I'm just going to do a real quick answer on passive. Passive, my favorite switch, no question, Zelios. I use 67s. I've just got myself 65s and 62s. I'm looking forward to putting those on boards. I'll be doing that soon. You guys will watch it in a live stream. I love my 67s. They're insane. They're the best switch. They're the only ones I like. I use them on 2 different keyboards, including the keyboard that you can hear me tapping on right now. That is a 67 gram Zelio switch, the one I recommend. Zelios are the bomb. We sold out. We had Zelios in stock yesterday for 7 hours. That's how long they last around these parts. So we've ordered another batch to come in. They should be in towards the end of next week, hopefully before Friday, and we can have another quick sale. So look out, I guess, on Thursday, Friday. I like to post them in the morning, gives people a couple of hours to catch up and then to get those involved. So Zelios is my total answer. Okay, so this is actually called a macro pad, but I have another macro pad. Here's how it works. Basically, sorry, I need to be in this window because I've just switched over. But basically, what I can do is I can change cameras without looking down. And the way that I can do that is using a macro pad. So you can see that my fingers are here and that my fingers are still overhead, but somehow I'm magically able to change different cameras in different positions, right? It's pretty magic. That's what Yoris is talking about. He's like, but Pete, how do you do that? And the answer to how I do that is actually how I use my plank. So I've got a plank. I'm just going to let it sit in for a bit. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to show it to you. And you guys can... You know what's going on. Now you know what's going on. Of course, I can't change camera views now because it's there. Ian O says, oh my god. Bagel of the Future says, whoa. Passive says, oh shit. Artemis says, that thing is awesome. Yeah. Mechanical keyboards, boys. You can do what you want to do with them. That's what I'm saying. Connor Rents. What's going on, dude? Gianmar 2723. Did you? Awesome. I actually overloaded on them, but now I have enough that I can do a second board, which I'm not going to talk about now. That's the thing. It's a goddamn innovation. That's what that is. That is an innovation. Connor, Rents, dude, I hear you. Have yet to get your first mech board. Don't worry. I got involved in the community. I got learnings to do. I did a whole bunch of learning before I got mine. Don't worry. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel panicked. Although I do highly recommend the Quickfire Rapid from Cooler Master. You see what I'm saying? Like, how cool is that? Do you see what I'm saying? Cool. Again, you know, mechanical keyboards and programmability, by combining the two, means you can be creative and reimagine your equipment in different ways. I mean, it's the beauty of being in kind of the tech game at the minute, and whether you're a tech pro or not a tech pro, whatever, it makes no difference. You can have fun and enjoy yourself, and change the world. Artemis Proxy says Rapid Eye. I personally don't recommend the Rapid Eye because it's backlit, and you can't get the custom controller, the QFR. You can't get the Frosty Flake. That is, yeah. Thank you, Steph. Artemis Proxy, I cannot confirm that, nor deny it. Yeah, I recommend the QFR. Although, I mean, if you're already a guy who can solder stuff, already a guy who can build stuff, you know, the Plank isn't a bad place to start. Plank is a fun place to start. I definitely love Jack and the ortholinear keyboards, and I know he's exploding in popularity right now, and he deserves every bit of it. Great guy, great stuff. Artemis, you got it. I didn't want to say it out loud, but you got it exactly. It's the old peg leg. That's how I'm doing that. Tripod, you know what I'm saying. Again, I mean, I'm just a normal dude who just showed you a way to use a mechanical keyboard that some of you clearly had never thought of before. So, you know. What's that?
It took you a while to come up with that.
Oh, sure, it took me a while to come up with it, but what I'm saying is there's a whole world out there that, you know, you guys are going to show me, and, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm totally looking forward to it. I think that this is just the start of, you know, the fun that we can and should have. And, you know, part of the reason I'm looking forward to this thing so much is because I know that with VR around the corner, I'm like, how am I supposed to control it if I got my hand on a... Anyways. Cool. Well, that's kind of the AMA section. Do you guys have any other questions? Yeah, you want a desk-made of keyboards? You should check out Yoris's post from earlier today. Yoris had an amazing, I think it was a crap bag desk top. Like, sick. Yoris, why don't you send us a link to that photo? Post it for the gang. Quay. Hey-ho. Welcome to the live stream. We're just finishing up with the AMA here. Just Bagel of the Future says, I like to put my keyboard on my lap and pretend it's a bongo. Cool. Well, guys, I know because I look at the statistics that the average view duration is around 5 minutes, which means that a lot of you guys are new who've just showed up. Don't forget you can go back in time and watch the HHKB thing, or watch the Keycap setting thing, or check out some of the questions in the AMA. Don't forget for next time to subscribe. And when you subscribe, press a little gear beside the subscribe button, and you can get email notification the next time I start streaming. Yeah, yours, dude, amazing. That looks great. I want that to be my desk. I was thinking about it after I saw that picture earlier today, actually. It would be cool to like put that on here and then pour acrylic over the top of it and then just like have that be my desk. That would be super cool. Super cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. Connor Wren says, do I have a schedule? I do have a schedule, even though I haven't yet put it on my YouTube page. The reason I haven't put it on my YouTube page, by the way, is I really like that ones and zeros graphic, and I can't seem to find it. Because I can't seem to find it, I can't seem to edit it, and that's the only reason that I haven't done it. But I do have a schedule. My schedule is exactly like this. I post every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. without fail. After that, if I have 6 weeks videos already queued up, then I put a Sunday video in. Sunday morning, 9 a.m. as well. So Saturday guaranteed, Sunday morning after I've got enough backlog of videos to be able to fill it in. After that, I also try to do one live stream a weekend. Now, I can't do them every weekend. I can't do them, as often or as regularly as I want, but I try to do one every weekend. So hopefully you can tune in the afternoons. It's either Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. Sometimes, very rarely, both. And sometimes I do an after-hour show. Today, I am going to do an after-hour show. After I've eaten dinner, had to settle in, I've got to fix my phone. Where is my phone? Yeah, that's it. So I cracked my Huawei. I'm just going to clean the screen for a sec. I cracked my Huawei. You can probably see the... Oh, maybe you can't. So today in the after-hour show, I've ordered a new LCD screen. All right, you can see... There, now you can see that puppy, eh? That's a nice old crack. So today in the after hours, I'm gonna fix that up. So the truth with the live streams is, I mean, I love doing them. I love hanging out with you guys. I love interacting and all that. But my job is pretty crazy, and often I have to work on the weekends. I haven't worked in the last 3 weekends, so that means I'm likely going to have to start working weekends again very shortly. That's one thing. The other thing is I also have a schedule now where I'm going to be at YouTube for 2 Saturdays. Not starting next Saturday, but June 4th and then June 11th. And then after that, I'm in Canada for a couple of weeks, so I won't be able to live stream from there. So as we enter the summertime, I'm weary about how many of these I'll be able to do. And Artemis Proxy says, "Be careful! You could give away your location with the reflection." I'm not sure what you mean, but it's no secret that I'm in Manhattan, New York City. I live in an area called Kips Bay, and I'm in the shadow of the Empire State Building. So you can find out more about me just by hanging around on the channel if you really want to, but I'm not really that interesting. I'm just a dude who lives in Manhattan with his beautiful wife and his dozens of keyboards. And cat named Stanley. I also own and operate oneupkeyboards.com. I'm like a co in it. I'm a co-founder, Steph says. I get whatever title Steph says I'm allowed to have. So Steph is the other half of One Up Keyboards, and she's the reason that it runs so well. You guys should definitely go check out oneupkeyboards.com, and I highly recommend that you check it out often because there are major advancements coming. Yoris says, "Wait, you have a cat? Show."
Oh, that opened up. Meow.
Come on, Stan. Here, I put him up here, Steph.
Hang on. Oh, let him stretch. Hang on. Oh, stretchy kitty. Oh,
Oh.
You need a movable camera.
Yeah. We're gonna put the cat up here.
Oh, come here, cat. Oh. He's not gonna like this so much. Did you go there? Yeah. Cat, up here. Look up here. Stan. Up here. Nope. He's like, how do I get down? Stanley, look up. You try that camera. He's kind of looking at that.
Stan.
Look this way. Whoa. Oh, you're okay. Oh, no, down. That was enough.
Yeah. Big of the Future says, I get it now. It's the cat who controls the camera. Awesome. John Sabilla says, do you use lead-free solder? I only use lead-free. I know it's also not good for you, but at least it's lead-free. Ian, that may be true. A lot of people do recommend against using lead-free solder. They find that it's a little more tricky to work with. But for me, 100% use lead-free solder. The stuff that I use, my stuff is on these. It's on these rolls right now. The stuff that I use is this stuff, the Kester. Here, let me switch to this. Oh, sorry, because I moved it for the cat. I don't know. Can you see that? No, it's all out of focus for you, isn't it? But it says lead-free solder, 1 pound of it, and this is 0.50 mm or 0.20 inches. And this is the stuff that we also put in the USB cable kits, the DIY cable kits, which, as an add-on, which I know you guys, a lot of you guys have because they're so damn popular. Cool. Yeah, again, Ian, I know that a lot of guys don't use lead-free solder. Living Speed Bump, Margot Mods, who was here earlier, they don't use it. But I don't know why. You just have to get your soldering iron dialed in properly, and it'll be good. And that actually maybe is a more important point. I should show you. I use, you can't quite see it. I use that Hasu back there, the Hasu FX888D with a digital. Can you see it back there, back in here, with the digital readout? And because of that, I can control the temperature more accurately, which means I can use better quality solder. I don't need to worry about lead solder and all that. That's what I use. You asked. GNMar2723 says, all right, be heading out. You take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, you got an FX888D as well. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. So you guys know, I can see here that we have together watched this for a combined view time of 6 hours. That's pretty amazing. No, sorry, that's 5 days and 52 hours. Is that right? Can't be right. No, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's the average view duration. Where's the total amount of watch time? I don't know. It used to list it here. No, now I don't see it. Cool. Well, some of you guys are watching in really low resolution. I'm just looking at the stats here. Wow, that's pretty insane. You can pump it right up to 720p. Now, I broadcast in 720p, so it's always in HD for you guys. Well, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you found today's video particularly useful, you can, of course, buy me a cup of coffee in the About section below. Thank you to everybody who's already bought me a cup of coffee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm also on Patreon. You can support me through that. You can... what else can you do? You can click on the affiliate links in Amazon. Next time you're planning on buying anything from Amazon. It gives me a very small kickback, but those very small amounts do add up. Don't forget to check out oneupkeyboards.com so that you guys can get some awesome, sweet stuff. Don't forget to subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. Dislike the video if you don't like keyboards and thought it was going to be about musical keyboards or something else, and you thought, why the heck am I here, and why is this guy boring the hell out of me? But for the rest of you, please like and share and do all that other cool stuff. I'll see you guys again soon. Hopefully, some of you guys will be able to drop in for the after hour show and hang out with me while I try to fix the monitor on my phone. Thank you to all you guys who hung out today, and for those of you who were able to chat. Thanks for watching me do the HHKB thing. I'll let you know how that's going in my next live stream. And, of course, we'll do the Keycap again next time, and we'll continue cracking forward. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. And my phone's just binged, so I assume that somebody's just bought me a cup of coffee. Thank you very much for that. And thanks again. We'll see you again soon. Don't forget, you guys can keep hanging out here. I just pressed the end of show button. So you're just going to go to this screen, but you guys can keep hanging out for as long as you want. I'll leave the stream up for a while yet until the chat dies down. But thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.